Kohei Nelson. I'm 14 years old and I'm a yo-yoer. I was born in Niigata, Japan.
Yo-yoing is a form of juggling that actually dates back to ancient Greece. Was the first time we found a yo-yo about 2,000 years ago. And over time it's begun to evolve from just two pieces of wood come together with a string to come back up to your hand to delicate yo-yos made out of aircraft grade aluminum.
Yo-yoing, to me, is a really interesting combination of both kind of like a sport aspect and kind of an artistic aspect sort of meshed into one. So it requires both sort of physical capability but also creativity, and it lets you do really creative things.
I think that most of the appeal that yo-yos have to people is that it's not really like a team or an organization that you have to be a part of, but it's more of something that you can do on your own time, so it's just a little bit of counterculture. First time I decided to start yo-yoing was when I was 14. I was actually at the mall right after my birthday, so I had some birthday money. And I just saw a kid playing with a yo-yo at game day, kid who I would later know this kid is Nico. But I bought a yo-yo and he showed me some stuff with the yo-yo, and then the guy at the store showed me some other stuff with the yo-yo, and they eventually told me that there was a yo-yo club that is done. Yo-yoing, when you first start yo-yoing, it's kind of frustrating because you're missing tricks a lot and you're getting knots all the time. But after you've been doing it for a while, like I'm just coming up on 4 years of yo-yoing right now, kind of just don't even focus on the yo-yos sometimes. Like you just like, you know what to do just because it's so ingrained in your muscle memory. First yo-yo was the Yo-Yo Factory Velocity. It's the yo-yo that we push the most for kids who are starting to learn because it's just a simple $20 yo-yo. It's since been lowered to $15 actually, and it's great. It's got knobs on the side of it so that you can adjust it to play like a beginner yo-yo that'll just come back up to your hand, or a professional yo-yo.
I started during 5th grade, and that is because during one of my birthdays, I had one of these goodie bags that you could get these cheap toys out of, and one of those toys was a yo-yo, and from there I just used that and I sort of moved on to other yo-yos, and I'm here now. First yo-yo was that yo-yo in the bag. It was a Peter Fish Speeder. That was what the yo-yo was called. There's several sort of branches of the yo-yo culture, but the most predominant one is definitely like the culture of just trying to innovate yo-yoing itself, just not only through like tricks and new techniques that you could come up with, but also just new yo-yos and completely different styles and kind of almost genres of playing.
My favorite yo-yo trick is leg wrap trap. So the mechanic of the leg wrap trap is that you send the yo-yo in a sideways around the world, and as the yo-yo is going around, you step forward with one leg and let it hook around your leg, and then as it's coming around the second time, you move your other leg forward, and then you just allow the yo-yo to create a straight passage, and then once it's behind your back, you can catch it however you like. My favorite part of yo-yoing would have to be competitions and performing. Not just performing at competitions, but I like to go and do shows and events with an organization. I also got to go to Brazil one year to perform for orphans. So some of my recent competitions, I recently got 2nd place at the Arizona State Yo-Yo Contest in 3A Division, and that was in November. Some of the other competitions that I've gone, I've qualified for the National Yo-Yo Contest, but I've never actually competed there. I placed 2nd place in the Intermediate Division in 2A and 3A at the Bill Leibowitz Classic in 2012, and in 2012 I also placed 2nd place at the Brazilian National Yo-Yo Competition. And
I do compete, not as frequently as I want to, but yeah, there's actually one coming up very soon in Arizona. There's a world competition that happens every year, and there's also a national one here too. I competed at the California State Yo-Yo Championship. I didn't win anything there, I was in a rookie division. I've competed at several local competitions, and I won actually a couple nice yo-yos through that.
Teaching kids how to yo-yo is very challenging at times. We do a lot of work with kids with disabilities. We visit the Special Olympics from time to time. We go and we yo-yo outside, we do a show. A lot of what people have to teach you about yo-yoing, they also show you about themselves. Yo-yos have had a very positive effect on my life. I think right when I was, just 8th grade, super bored, I got to start yo-yoing, and I was just yo-yoing all day, sometimes for 4 and 5 hours a day. I'd go out as much as I could to go yo-yo with other people. If there were anything that I wanted the world to know about yo-yos, I guess it would be, the one thing that I would like the world to know about yo-yos is that it's not all just walk the dog and rock the baby. The first questions I get asked is walk the dog and rock the baby.
Can yo-yos change the world?
No, they can't.
Try it out, it's very cool. It's a really cheap hobby, and you can do a lot of fun things with it.